Can you believe it? We are 22 days away from the 2024 NFL Draft. I know it just seems like the season just ended, but for some reason time has sped up and the football gods have gifted us with the beginning of a speedy off season. So with the draft right around the corner, what I'm going to bring to you is the RouG Pod's first annual mock draft of the season. And this is before all of the June 1st cuts and the teams release players that may fill positions of need for the Baltimore Ravens. So keep in mind, some of these players are to fill certain voids that have not been filled as of yet. And yes, this draft will fill some of those needs offensively, but don't think that I forgot the defense, because I have not left them out, knowing that there are some things that we may need to clean up. Hopefully you like what I have in store for you. If not, let me know in the comment section if you agree with my picks or what direction you would have gone in yourself. But like I said, as of right now, these are the draft picks that I believe are going to fill certain holes and make the Baltimore Ravens better, being that they were just on the cusp. They were right there knocking at the door of the Super Bowl, and some of these additions can help possibly get them better, or at least potentially set them up for the long run offensively. Because don't get this twisted, this is and should be an offensive draft. April 25th, Baltimore Ravens, don't get it wrong. So once again, let me know how you feel about this draft. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you think I did a couple things wrong, or if you would have put the same position but different players in those spots. Let me know. And caveat before we begin, I already know, because I know what some of you guys are going to say. Yes, I am a homer, but yet and still I do believe certain people can help this team win. So let's get this mock draft started. Excited. Hope you like the picks, because I do. I really do think that this may be the move. This may be the way that the Baltimore Ravens need to go. I'm not saying I can be a general manager, because I don't think I can, but I'd be a scout. I'm out there and, I got an eye for talent a little bit, a little something. I joke, I kid, but let's get this started for real. So enough with the rambling. Let's get this party started. Mock Draft 1.0.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time.
With the first pick in round 1, the 30th selection overall,
the Baltimore Ravens select
J.C. Latham, tackle, Alabama. Yes, just because Ozzie Newsome is not the general manager anymore does not mean we don't have that Alabama-Baltimore connection and we still don't pick players from there. Normally, when we get an Alabama player, we do pretty well for ourselves. And I know we're not supposed to draft need, we're supposed to go with best player available. Although Latham might not be the best tackle out there, he might not be the best player. I do think that he fills a need. Being with the Ravens, trading away Morgan Moses, I think Latham can come in and play right tackle. He has that SEC pedigree, so he's used to playing up against top competition. He is a massive human being at 6'6", 350 pounds. 5-star out of IMG Academy on to Alabama, so he's used to being a part of winning programs. I think that is something that we need in this organization, bringing in players that know how to win. And JC is a mauler. He is a road grader. I think he would do pretty well in the run game using his massive size. Now, he may not come in and light the world afire in the beginning. Some of these things take time, but I think that he may be an upgrade from what the Ravens are going to put out there right now. And even if he's not, at least that adds another player into the mix where the Ravens use players that they've already had that had issues getting on the field. Nothing wrong with competition. I know sometimes Ravens fans think we can't bring certain people in because other people won't get playing time. The best will play. The cream rises to the top. So for the first pick, I think J.C. Latham, offensive tackle, is something that the Ravens sorely need. Now, with the Ravens' second pick, I know he had been mocked in some drafts to the Ravens going in the first round, but in the second round, the 62nd pick overall,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Keon Coleman, Florida State University. You already know. Now, for some, most people were turned off at the combine by Coleman's 4.6 speed in the 40-yard dash. But if they actually watched him play through the gauntlet, he ran the fastest, over 20 miles an hour in a gauntlet, while catching everything that was thrown to him. I know a lot of people have an issue saying he is a contested catch wide receiver, but as Coach Evans has explained many times, quarterback wasn't all that great. He didn't throw the ball in certain positions, and Keon Coleman made the quarterback look better than he really was. And in Coleman, you get a 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver, someone that's a dog. If the ball is up in the air, Either he's going to get it or nobody's going to get it. I think this is going to help Lamar in the evolution of him becoming a better quarterback. Lamar, MVP, does a lot of great things, but I don't think that Lamar takes enough chances giving his receivers 50-50 balls to catch. And maybe that comes with trust, maybe it does not. But I think he and Keon Coleman can actually build that repertoire, being that he comes in and hopefully we've kind of sorted the thing out with wide receivers and we know how to develop them. He can become that dog to go alongside Zay Flowers that the Ravens need. And not only are you getting a possible number 2 wide receiver, possible number 1, depending upon how he develops, you're getting someone that can return punts. With the loss of Devin Duvernay, he can come in and return punts for the team. So 2nd round pick, wide receiver 2, punt return value, you're getting all your money's worth out of this pick. And I did not just pick him because he's a Florida State Seminole. I do believe that he can become an impact player on the Ravens. Now, the one thing, if we had a weakness for him, it would be the route tree that he ran in college. He didn't run too many routes on the route tree, and there have been times that his technique has been off. So once again, if we can coach this up, I think we can get a really good player in the 2nd round to go alongside Zay Flowers. Therefore, we don't have to depend on Nelson Aguilar to be a 2. We don't have to depend on Rashad Bateman. Whatever we get from them is a bonus. I do think that Keon can be that guy. He has that dog in him, as the kids say. So 2nd round pick, Keon Coleman. Damn, 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2 in my book. Could be wrong. So next up, going into the 3rd round with pick 93. We did it again. We did it again. All right, I'm serious. Running back Trey Benson, Florida State Seminoles. Now, I know some people are like, bruh, we know you love the Seminoles, but this is getting ridiculous. Is it really? Is it really? We got a wide receiver that we needed, and we've taken a running back that is pretty darn good. Now, I know the Ravens have signed Derrick Henry, and everybody's in love with that, but we do need to spell him at times. He is coming on 30 years old, and we want Derrick Henry to play beyond just this year. So we can't overutilize him in the run game, and he's going to need a backup running back. I know we have Keaton Mitchell, but we don't know when he's going to be ready. Justice Hill is okay, but he's not running back 2. And in Trey Benson, what you're getting is a 6 foot, 220-pound back with 4.3 speed. And this is not short burst speed. This is exceptional long speed. Further in the game you go, the longer the run, he seems to come on and runs downhill. He could be a change of pace back from Derrick Henry and provide that punch, especially late in games, late in the season, and eventually be groomed to become the number 1 running back in Baltimore. So to me, a lot of people are going to say, yeah, bro, you reaching a little bit, but this is truly a talent, and this is something that we need. Once again, we're trying to get out of that phase of where we make Lamar Jackson the leading running back. And we don't want Lamar Jackson being the 2nd leading running back. We don't want Lamar Jackson running the ball at all. We want him to utilize his legs, but we don't want him at the top in rushing attempts. So to me, I think this is the perfect opportunity to get that backup running back, that J.K. Dobbins replacement in the 3rd round of the draft. So bam, we got a tackle, we got a wide receiver, got a running back. But not done. We still got some more to go. And I can already hear it now, but Hendo, about the defense. Calm down, calm down. I'm going to get to the defense. And if you are a Ravens fan, truly a Ravens fan, you would already know that the Ravens are more likely to hit on a defensive player later in the draft than they would be an offensive player. So, not to appease anybody, but it just fell this way. We're getting to a defender right now. So in the 4th round, with the 113th pick,
The Baltimore Ravens select
Gabriel Murphy, edge out of UCLA. Now, there is a reason I did not go higher in the draft with drafting an edge. That is because the Ravens have a 1st round edge in Odafe Owe, a 2nd round edge in David Ajabo, a 4th round edge in Tavius Robinson. So you've already have 3 high draft picks invested in that position. So I didn't think in the first 3 rounds we needed another one, because those 3 draft picks, they need to hit. They need to do their job. We can't just keep throwing good after bad. Can't keep doing that. But to me, I do think this was the right time and the right fit for the Ravens to get an edge rusher, being the talented Murphy. The 6'2", 245-pound linebacker is a very instinctive player. He plays with a high motor, and the kid can fly. I know he had a problem with shedding blocks, but I do think this is some insurance just in case David Ajabo is not that player, nor can he stay healthy. Once again, this is pre-June cut picks, so the Ravens may pick somebody else up, and this will also give an opportunity for Murphy to come in and develop instead of coming in and having to be that guy. But he is a contingency plan just in case Ajabo is not that dude. Now, I know Murphy played on the other side of a very talented player, probably the number 1 pass rusher. How much did he benefit from that? We don't know. I do think that the Ravens can develop pass rushers. Look what they did with Tavius Robinson last year. Didn't think that he was going to do much. He did pretty well. He did a lot better than expected, and I attribute that call to Chuck Smith. So I think Murphy coming in, getting under Chuck Smith's tutelage, can kind of help him out, maybe put on a little more weight, maybe get in the weight room. He may do some things for the Baltimore Ravens. So now with the second pick in the 4th round, pick number 130, pick that most people were looking for because for some reason, Ravens fans love cornerbacks.
The Baltimore Ravens select
DJ James, cornerback, Auburn. Now I know the Ravens have 1st round pick Marlon Humphrey, 3rd round pick Brandon Stevens. They brought back Arthur Millette. They had 4th round pick Pepe Williams, 4th round pick Jalen Armour Davis. We don't really know about those 2 4th round picks, and we got to hope that Millette can stay healthy for the whole season. And now he's in a primary role in the slot. I think bringing in James can help solidify that cornerback position number 4. Maybe a contingency plan just in case Millette does not work out. Not that high on him. We'll see what happens. But the 6 foot, 175-pound James played in the SEC, so you know he played some top-level competition. He held his own. He gives you coverage versatility, being able to play man-to-man or play in the zone. He has quick feet and remarkable ball skills, and he plays aggressively. Now, the only knock on him, to me personally, would be his weight. I think we saw a little glimpse of this last year with Emmanuel Forbes being drafted by the Washington Commanders. He's a little light in the britches. Don't know if that'll hurt or hinder him. Once again, coming to the NFL, start making that money, get that free food, get that strength and conditioning up. I think if he puts on a little bit of weight, if he can maintain his speed, not looking for much out of CB4, maybe CB3, depending upon what happens. But we don't need him to come in and start right away. We don't need him to contribute. We just need him to come in, learn a position, be there in case of emergency. And I guess you really can't expect much with 4th round picks coming from the Ravens, especially the cornerback position. So I don't expect much from him, but I do think that is great value with a 2nd, 4th round pick. But who knows? All right, time to get back on track with this offense. In the 5th round, with pick 165,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Trevor Keegan, guard, Michigan. You knew that there was no chance in Hades that John Harbaugh was not going to take this opportunity to draft a player from Michigan. You knew that might happen. He was going to find a way to get somebody. But I guess in this case, I kind of see it. You take this 6'3", 310-pound guard from the national champion Michigan Wolverines, and you take him from one Harbaugh to the next, should be instant success. We've seen it before, right? Seen one come from there, go here? Have we not? Anyway, I do think that this is a value pick, especially in the 5th round, especially since we aren't asking him to start. He can compete for a starting job. Ravens have 2 open spots. They really don't know what's going on, and I think competition make this even better. Hopefully it's not like last season when John Simpson was given the spot instead of earning it. I think Keegan may be able to come in and contribute. He has great play awareness. He's physical in the run game. He has a nasty streak, which to me, I think the Ravens have been sorely lacking for a long time on the offensive line. Just don't have those guys that will knock you down when you're not looking. Try to intimidate opposing defenses. You don't have to knock them down, get a penalty, but you know what I'm saying. Just not to mess with him. Not to mess with the quarterback. Now, if there was a knock on him, he does tend to play undisciplined at times. The players do, but once again, it's a 5th round pick. You cannot expect much. Just throw him in the mix, see how things shake out. This is a good pick in the 5th round. In the 6th round, with pick 218, we back here again. Defense again. All right.
The Baltimore Ravens select
Tione Baki, safety, Utah. So with the defection of Geno Stone to the Cincinnati Bengals, Ravens are looking for that 3rd safety to come in and play, possibly be an injury replacement, because we don't know what's going to happen with Marcus Williams. He's up, he's down, he's in, he's out. We don't know. But they're needing somebody to play that 3rd safety position. That way they can move Kyle Hamilton around, hopefully still, not just leave him out there, because he was very successful and he was all over the field. So bringing in the 5'11", 210-pound Aki, the Ravens would be getting a willing tackler, player that's all over the field, that has great ball skills. He has quick feet. He reads the quarterback's eyes very well. Now, the one knock on him is he doesn't really trust his eye discipline. Sometimes he can get out of place. Once again, with coaching, these things can be corrected. And being this is somebody in the 6th round, I believe that's great value. More defense, but it's still great value. It's a position of need for the Ravens at that 3rd safety slot. All right, so the Ravens have 2 more draft picks. 2 more. They always got the most draft picks. Jeez. So in the 7th round, pick 228,
the Baltimore Ravens select
Tyrell Harrell, wide receiver, University of Miami. I know I went to the rival school, but with this 2nd, 7th round pick, the 8th pick so far. Feel like the Ravens could go for a luxury pick, just swing at defenses or something. Normally when the Ravens draft a wide receiver, normally draft 2 that same draft. This would be the 2nd wide receiver for me. Not the best wide receiver, but when I say this kid has speed, this kid has speed. Yes, this kid runs a 4.2 in the 40. Wouldn't count on him to be an every down wide receiver. Sometimes when you need that trick play, sometimes when you just need that heave down the field or you want to take a shot, you're going to use him. Now, you can't do it every time because they're going to know when you put him in a game what's going to happen. I think that speed cannot be replicated. As fast as Hollywood was, as fast as Zay Flowers is, you cannot replicate 4.2 speed. This kid is explosive. Once you get the ball in his hands, especially in open space, unlike the University of Miami, I respect what he did. If he can bring that over to the Ravens, even if it's on a part-time basis, every now and again, this gives us that home run threat the Ravens really don't have. And we can say we have it, we really don't have that get it in his hands and he's out. Kid has reliable hands and he tracks the ball well. Now, the one thing that he may not have is that in-game experience. He has a limited route tree. Now, with the last pick in the NFL draft, in the 7th round, 250,
The Baltimore Ravens select
Drew Coker, tackle, ECU. Now, this 315-pound, 6'7", imposing young man, 7th round pick, yes, he would be a project. I understand that totally. I do think that, once again, putting him in the mix, getting him that experience, bringing him up, you have a viable backup, maybe a starter, you don't know. He's there just in case. The best thing is he can play left tackle or he can play right tackle. You know the Ravens love players that can do more than one thing. You can bring him in and groom him at whatever position that you need. Me personally like the kid because he has a mean streak. He's nasty. This is the attitude that the Ravens need to bring to get Mr. Goody Two-Shoes out the building. He finishes blocks till the end. Make sure that his player is blocked. Hand placement, and he's cerebral. So, 7th round pick, what do you have to lose? You get your swing tackle, get your possible replacement for somebody, be a starter. No, I don't know. Like last year's 7th round pick, this one's healthy going into the season. So the one issue that he may have is he is susceptible to speed rushers. Again, with technique and training, when coaching him up, knows what this kid can become. Being that we have so many picks, not expecting everybody to make the team. Do you think that these are the players? These are the 9 picks the Baltimore Ravens should look into, help this team progress into 2024. Then whatever they do post June 1st cuts, just frosting on the cake. But once again, let me know what you think of my mock draft. The first one. That was his first swing. You know, like EDC, I get more tries at it, get more at bats. You don't expect him to do one draft pick and be out. First one. Let me know what you guys think. Firstly, let me know who you would have drafted, what you think the Ravens should have done. Appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're aware when I come out with a new video. Get this view count up. Let's get these subs up. You know, but a thing takes a second. Pop, pop, pop. Until next time, though, it's your boy. Later.